Welcome back, everybody. Well, as you read in the article, it is a big deal in the US, all this sort of collegiate games, sports in general, and yes, the schools do make money off of this. That's obviously how they fund the full ride scholarships for all the athletes. Well, maybe not all, but some of the athletes who are playing. A lot of money on concessions and tickets. So now you have your answer.
Does that mean they should be passing some of that on to the players?
Well, they might be allowing players to do something finally, because originally, even though it was so popular, college athletes were not allowed to use something called NIL, name, image, and likeness. Likeness being kind of like, I don't know, like little toys made from them or you know, movie posters and things like that. They just couldn't do that, right? However, these days things are getting a little bit more lax. Colleges are now allowing the athletes to kind of bank on their fame or their sort of athletic ability. Now, if Nike or if Burger King or someone wants to make a deal with them, they're able to actually do that in some ways. Now they're also able to make social media accounts and kind of garner money from those social media accounts through either sponsorships, ad deals, or just view counts, right? So finally, these sort of avenues of making money are opening up. Some people think this may not be the best idea. Others think, like us, we don't care. And still others think it's a great idea, but it also still begs the question, shouldn't they just get paid something already? Why do they need to resort to social media for this?
Well, the part of me that thinks maybe they should is the fact that sports careers are notoriously volatile. So if you get injured, which is highly likely because you're pushing yourself, you know, to the limits, then your future in professional sports could come to an abrupt end. And then if you've never made any money, even at the college level, and you definitely won't make it in the professional level, then you've kind of wasted time. So you'd think that maybe they should be allowed to earn something because they are risking a lot just for the chance of, you know, getting to play in professional sports.
They're paid by exposure, right? Ah, man. Yeah, that's a good one. That's why I think this is a good new avenue for them. Yeah, go ahead and get paid how you can get paid, even though it's not directly. But if you want to make some deals here and there, like everybody else in the world,
well, yeah,
go for it.
Every college student has an Instagram account, whether they're doing fashion or makeup or something, and they're trying to get sponsored. Why can't athletes do that too? They should, and now they can.
Now, there are detractors to this. People say that there can be sort of some letdowns to this situation, some drawbacks. Do you think that there will be any impacts on sports because this sort of NIL has been allowed now?
Do you mean like if they're not really interested in sports, they're just getting into it so they can have a bit of exposure, get a little bit famous, and then, you know, pursue a different career? Perhaps people might do that.
Yeah. I was thinking that also, like, college sports could be less about the ability of the player and more about the fame or like celebrity stature of the player, which could also affect who gets hired to the professional football teams. You know, maybe scouts will now look for who has the most followers or deals rather than who has like the most talent, because the person with the most followers are going to get the more seats sold. They're going to get the more like fame. They're going to get the more deals held. So it could start becoming like a celebrity game rather than a skill game.
Fair point. I hadn't thought of that.
Yeah, me neither until 3 seconds ago.
Cool.
So, but what we were saying just kind of popped it up into my mind. I was like, oh, what if they did that instead?
This is why we have these conversations, to generate new ideas.
Exactly, and you guys can generate your own new ideas, but also you can try to memorize those new vocabulary down below and go ahead and use those in your everyday life. And we'll see you in the next one. Bye-bye.
Collegiate.
Collegiate.
Roster.
Roster.
Sunshine and rainbows.
Sunshine and rainbows.
Let down.
Let down.
Scrap.
Scrap.